Once again, we had another dramatic and extremely intense standoff, this time between the British Royal Navy and the Iranian regime. Now, the fear is that at some point, somebody's going to make a mistake, mostly due to miscommunication and misunderstanding during these sort of conversations. I have the video. Let's watch this and see how it happened.
Foxtrot 236, this is Separ Navy patrol boat. No challenge is intended. No challenge is intended. I want to inspect the ship for security reason. Over.
Separ Navy patrol boat, this is British warship Foxtrot 236. Sir, your requests that you are transmitting to the Stena Imperial hinder and impede her passage. You must not impair, impede, obstruct or hamper the passage of the MV Stena Imperio. Please confirm that you are not intending to violate international law by unlawfully attempting to board the MV Stena.
Tekaro Shadport. If you obey, you will be safe, Captain. After your course 2360 degrees, immediate camber start.
Now, for those who might not think this is a big deal, is that this has happened so many times, and at some point we will have some miscommunication. It's happened a couple of years ago between the Iranians and the Americans, between the Iranians and the British. It's usually the Iranians that are involved, whether it's around obviously the Persian Gulf and other areas where they had used it as an excuse to say, well, we didn't actually understand what they were saying, the British Royal Navy, for example, and then they board the ships, or they seize the ships, or they just take it away and they never return it, or they return it in a mess, and everything gets completely undermined. And the fact that they know they can do it, they know they can test the waters because of who's in charge of the White House? Oh yeah, Joe Biden, who on the one hand says, yeah, we want to look after the Western system and the American security, but behind closed doors, he shakes hands with the Iranian regime. He gives them money and he supports all the organizations that are funding the Islamists across the Middle East. Now, obviously, in order to not freak people out, the mainstream media are refusing or failing to report any of these sort of incidents, any of these sort of challenges that we have. And the problem is, you have to talk about these things, even the almost non-incidents, mostly because people need to actually be aware of what is going on around the world, because we do live in a globalized world. If something happens in the Middle East, it will directly affect us right here at home in the United Kingdom. This is no longer the 1300s where you can just say, well, whatever happens across the world, it doesn't really matter. Well, it does. Now, let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.